Isaiah 8:13 tells us this: "You are to regard only the Lord of hosts as holy. Only He should be feared, only He should be held in awe." And that's something we need to remember. We need to try to make sure that we always put God first. We need to try to make God the center of everything that we do. Our lives should be lived in such a way that other people will see Jesus in us in some way or the other. Not that we're going to be perfect, because Jesus is the only perfect man that ever lived on this earth. But day by day, week by week, year by year, our lives should more and more exhibit the characteristics of Jesus. We should want to help people to see their need for Jesus. We should have a desire for people to know who He is, and not just to focus on ourselves and the things that we want and the things that we need. Obviously, we need to take care of ourselves and all of that, but we need to trust God to be the one that ultimately provides for us. We may be working, we may be doing whatever, but without God's blessing, without God being involved in our lives, these things aren't going to happen. And so day by day, we need to give ourselves back to God. We need to dedicate our lives to Him. We need to make sure that our relationship with Him is the main priority in our lives. Because the deeper and more intimate our relationship is with Him, the more that we're going to have an understanding of who He is, the more we're going to have a connection, a more solid, a tighter connection with Him, the more we're going to understand what He wants us to do, the more we're going to be able to walk the path that He has for us instead of the path that we have for ourselves. Because we always have to remember, God's plan for us, God's path for us, is going to be the perfect path. That doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy. That doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. But when we're walking with Him, we're walking under His protection, under His guidance, and not having to do it all on our own. When Jesus said, "Come unto me all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." That rest is not just about sitting around, but it's about being able to have peace in the middle of terrible situations and hard circumstances, because we're allowing God to carry the burden for us, to be the one that makes the decisions, to be the one that helps us and walks with us through everything. Give your life to